Ladies and gentlemen, we have witnessed some problems with some really terrible issues going on. Before we start anything else, I do apologize for being late. Two things: there's crashes on OBS apparently. I don't know what the heck's going on. So I'm a little bit frustrated, but I might have to end the stream. I might have to relocate the stream tomorrow, or whatever, in case things don't go wrong. I'll try it again, but I've been testing this. I had to restart my computer twice because OBS and Mugen don't mix well. It was working before, and now it doesn't want to work. I'm trying my best here, guys. Just hang on a second. I'm already been stressed out. This is not a good start to this week of streaming because it's just going to be a lot of work to do. Alright, we'll be back in a minute. Alright. Well, so we're back and running again. Make sure this is alright here. Alright. Ready to start off Raw today. As we wrapped up One Night Stand. Sorry. First of all, my apologies in advance. A lot of lag. Also, streams were having some issues, or OBS is having some massive issues going on. Here's the thing, it crashed like twice, and it happened before I was recording. For some reason, I was recording a few things too for Mugen as well, and then it crashed again. I had to restart my computer twice. So I don't know what's been happening with this whole thing. So I'm praying things the third time's a charm, which it has been working so far. But I have been having a lot of issues with the lag, or OBS is having some massive problems. So my apologies for being late. And again, also as an ARC Survival Evolved, I got my first Griffin, which last time I talked about this last time, and people were just being impatient. So do not follow my impatience, please. Do not do that. Don't do that. Alright, well, I probably will make this quick as I can because I don't have much time left, so I already basically wasted a lot of time because I could have got here earlier, but again, work and then ARC as well, and doing dailies and everything else, so that's for gaming stuff. But now this is Raw tonight in Rochester, so sorry for but thank you guys for the like so far. I think also you guys' one night stand was fucking awesome, by the way. You guys were just electrifying as always, and George, thank you for the attendance as well too. So what happens next now? What's gonna be the game plan moving forward now? I don't have my notes here, so I don't remember what the heck the card was. But yes, welcome to Raw. I'll make it as quick as possible. I don't have much time left, so it's a busy week, and I'm trying my best to just have everything else moving forward here. I haven't really got everything else set up, so we're gonna have to do it manually. Just give me a second here. If this stream can behave itself. I'm having a lot of issues right now already, so I'm already stressed out. I thought I saved this. I guess we can recap what happened to the previous episodes. For those who haven't seen the episodes of Raw, but I'll just have to do as fast as I can. I don't even know how much it'll take, because this stream, this OBS is having a lot of issues. Anyway, at least you guys can hear me. I don't know if you guys are here tonight. I'm just by myself today, apparently. Okay. Well, I'm sure people will catch up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Right, episode 61 of AYYYYY. I got back early. So much for a spoiler. So much for a return night to commentary again. Even though it's been a hard time. So yeah, but hope you guys enjoyed the episode today. Sorry again, my apologies in advance. It has been killing me. OBS has been wrecking my stuff. I've been tired, and ARC just drained me out. I apologize in advance. But yeah, we always got some likes. Thank you guys for the likes so far. You guys have been awesome. I appreciate everybody else for stopping on by. Again, you can tell I'm very exasperated. I'm very exhausted and exasperated, if that makes any sense. But I got here late, so I don't want to hear anybody. Don't drag around my impatience, please. I'm already stressed out, so especially I had to restart my computer twice. So pardon me for if I'm a little exhausted if I can't do much commentary. So pardon me, and plus I'm gonna be losing my voice again at this point. Let me throw those cans away. Alright. Let's see. I didn't get my notes. Where's my notes here? I guess I can just recap the episodes that you guys missed out. Because those people who hadn't seen the episodes from episode 57 through 60, or the Fallout. So I'll just have to add it. But for now, we're in Rochester, New York for Raw today, and I also didn't stream for those 2 days for Twitch. I'll talk about that later. But for now, time to get started with the whole thing. So yeah, you guys kicked so much ass at One Night Stand, and for your support. Yeah, I'll probably have to make this as fast as I can, because I can't be. I've already wasted a lot of time, so I didn't have much time to get as much as preparations, because I'm busy in ARC and just finished recording in ARC, so I'm sure you guys will get that content too. It was fucking hilarious with my new friend, so it was hilarious, but it was so I'll get to that in a second. So we got a lot. We still there's a lot of ground to make up today. But let's just talk about One Night Stand again. Thank you guys so much for your support. Appreciate that. And you guys really left the likes. You also it was so apparently the results from the event were set. EXE and Shadow got a two-star match. SmackDown's match was pretty dull. No offense to Matt, but SmackDown's matches were pretty bad. Except for the tag titles. That was what the fans that cared about was the tag title match. That was pretty good. So, PL and Junior pretty much from SmackDown for the Cruiserweight Gold. That got what? They got two stars. Apparently. Now nobody cared. Nobody cared at all about that whole Cruiserweight title match. It was crap. Because PL got a cheap 5-time title victory. I saw that match. I was like, what the? Well, why? Why, Matt? Why? Yeah, SmackDown's got a lot of catch up to do. Oh, also Miguel, I saw you in this earlier, so welcome aboard as always. Thank you guys again for your attendance, by the way, too. Appreciate the patience. I'm so sorry. It's been killing me. It has been killing me. I had to restart my computer three times to get OBS to work at least. Yeah, SmackDown's matches were pretty crap anyway. Homer and Peter put up a good fight. They won the tag titles over there on SmackDown. So congratulations to the two guys who started this series, and now they're on SmackDown. But it was a good matchup. That was a 4-star match. That's probably the only match that Matt really produced for part 1. Raw kicked so much ass, and we also, of course, if you guys have seen the Gauntlet match, the return of the 10-year anniversary Gauntlet match, and you appreciate everyone else for sending me your wishes on my anniversary. June 1st, 2012 was the day I joined Mugen, and of course the very first match was Homer and Peter. Ironically, and 10 years later, they'll win the tag titles for the very first time in their careers. That's awesome. That is it's a good, interesting, ironic feeling, but at the same time it feels nice. So I do appreciate everyone else for tuning in for that one. I do appreciate the matchup. It's still Matt. No one cared about Matt at all. I'm sorry, Matt. No one cared about that. It was a letdown, but at least some people do care about the tag title match. That was good. Raw, meanwhile, it did so off. It did amazing. The tag title match was good. It got 4 stars. A surprise Elena Blanka retaining the tag titles, and of course Connie. We'll talk about Connie in a second here. About Connie acknowledging PZ's talent. What's that supposed to mean, you ask? I have no idea. But we're here to report this now. We'll hide that a little bit. What is it? Oh yeah, Goki already no one cared. it was like what, 2 stars. And then I believe also for the world title match, it got a 3.5. It did alright. So Raw did slightly better than SmackDown, and for those part 2 was better than part 1. And oh yeah, you got also Ken. No one talked about Ken as ECW champion. Big congratulations to Ken, by the way, becoming the new ECW champion over there on Tuesdays on ECW, which apparently ECW 1000 is coming out pretty soon. So we're heading to the thousands now. We just celebrated 10 years, and now we're heading to 1,000 matches, which is, I mean, I already done 1,000 matches already in total, both brands. So yeah, I guess you want to count that too. Sure, why not? But we were the superior brand on Sunday. We were the better brand on that paper, on that whole event. It was just, and then Raw, the Gauntlet match. Oh, mwah, just a chef's kiss. Mwah, beautiful. Pika-PZ, Lucario, Ruby Raichu, that Pokken Red just dominated the Gauntlet match, and Raw dominated. That's what we needed to bring to sports entertainment, right? That's what we need to bring. And with this sake, Pika-PZ will probably have a shot for the tag titles at some point. No, I couldn't understand. I can understand Pikachu at least, but Pikachu did say he wants to regain another chance for the tag titles, so they need to work a lot harder. Yeah, but apparently I think it was it for the yeah. Also, women's title match got like what? They got 4 stars. They got 3.5, and then the title match got like 2 stars. So, again, don't really care at all about Ken's run as ECW champ. So, but he looked. I've never seen Ken look better in bringing back the Alpha Ken, which was the classic Street Fighter V Alpha Ken. You know, that classic old Ken that he had was an Alpha series. But hell, big congrats to Ken Masters for making a big statement though on over there. So I got a lot of respect for Ken Masters because finally making the big one, but no one cared at all. That sucks. Nobody cared. That's what sucks about that. No, everyone ignored Ken. I think his Street Fighter 6 character is coming out, and he's gonna have the worst time of his career. But hey, he won. At least he's ECW champion. He got what he wanted. Certainly made a good push on Ken, but I don't know. That might be a little bit of an understatement now because you know what the fans think about Ken. I don't know. I think maybe Shin Kazuma should have stayed as champion, but everyone forgot about Kazuma as champion, so it does seem pretty forgettable. So overall, and the Gauntlet match got 5 stars. That's a perfect show, perfect matchup. So that's just like in the Gauntlet match, of course, 5 stars. And then Raw just. Oh man, I was so happy Raw won the Gauntlet match, but I know some of the talents are kind of pissed. None that they didn't win the Gauntlet match. Like I'm sure, like some characters are already pissed off. They didn't get a chance to enter, so they still feel content, which is all right. All right, let's get ready for our first match. So, oh yeah, we'll talk about Cuddy in a minute. Oh yeah, so we get to now. Now, what's this mean for tonight's Raw? So I'm trying to figure out what we're gonna do next. And where we're going to go to, because next event is Unforgiven, which is a Raw pay-per-view, which I forget this. We're on a roll right now, man. Raw is just kicking some ass. And we got a lot of things to work with, but Connie did talk about PZ's talent. But again, what does that mean for the Kanzuki estate? Well, with Connie acknowledging the talent, the Pika-PZ, this is the nice way of just saying, you know, Cuddy just saying, you know, hey, I appreciate what you're trying to do. Congrats on that Gauntlet match, representing Raw proudly, which is true. And Cuddy did talk about, you know, giving a little bit of a nice little acknowledgement from them. It's also opening their eyes. And since PZ, but remember, Porygon Z was a monster at the Gauntlet match. He was the MVP of that whole match. I was surprised. But if PZ could do all of that. Remember, this is all without Raichu, so that Raichu was like, it was mostly the supporter, the Energizer, that helped out that team. Now, with this sake, PZ, well, of course, it'll be PZ versus Elena. That's why Cuddy almost acknowledged it, but wants to make sure it's tested, because Elena, you got one of the best defenders on Raw, and that's Elena. That's how we start off tonight too. So we're getting things right from the get-go. Going to PZ versus Elena to start things off. Also, let me check the sound, make sure everything else is alright. Alright, I think we're ready to go. Okay. Yeah. Boom, beautiful. Where is Elena? I'm gonna do this manually though. I'm not really much prepared, so forgive me if I'm just having some technical problems going on already. So we're gonna kick things started with PZ versus Elena. You got the best special attacker versus the best defender on Raw. So we got 2 interesting styles going up. So this is kind of a nice little exercise for PZ. Hopefully try to get to a shot for the tag titles again. So get things rolling here. But again, Cuddy is mostly acknowledging the fact that PZ has some talent, has an extreme talent. But we saw what happened. We know what we saw in the Gauntlet match. PZ was the MVP. But now Cuddy wants to put his skills to the test and putting Elena up front. Let's see how this match unfolds today as Raw gets started here. So the singles, we have a few singles matches. Also, have our main event coming up tonight. Earthbound Boys in action as well too, trying to get some redemption after their undefeated streak snapping on one of the episodes. Elena, oh damn! Well, also a good start here. This might be interesting well, but Elena's got that defense. Yeah, that's really bad. Oh, yikes. Well, right now, he's getting exposed here, round 1. Elena just flawless him and just making quick work. Yeah, this might not be a good start actually. And it's so gifted, so unorthodox with that leg, like those lanky legs, man. I'm telling you. He also got the best defense, also got the best offense right now. Yeah, just a quick work, and I'm sure Connie is laughing her ass off right now after PZ getting exposed like that. After all that effort, winning at number 4. PZ, of course, with Team Lucario, forming this team and winning at number 4. So that's saying a lot. It's not the first time we've seen a singles number win the Gauntlet match. I believe. Look at them legs, Elena. Lovely legs. But yeah. Okay, that was a massive fail. I'm sure Kadian's laughing her ass off right now. Yeah, it's so much acknowledgement. I should be laughing my ass off too. I'm trying my best not to laugh. That was kind of embarrassing. PZ, that was kind of embarrassing right there. I know Pikachu's gonna be upset about this. So this Pikachu's more the leader of the bunch. All right then. Well, we'll move on to the next match because I don't have time. I'm running out of time. So, wow. All right, that was really bad. Oh, after all that effort from the Gauntlet matches, this is what we come up to. Really, guys? Really, PZ? Actually, I shouldn't blame you guys, but really, PZ? Really? That was just awful. Yeah, Elena's just too broken. I might as well say it here on stream. Elena's really broken. Who else we got? We have Sagat versus Jin Saotome. Where the fuck is Sagat? I don't remember where the hell he went. Sagat, where are you, buddy? Where are you? I'm trying to find you. Sagat, there's that big guy with the tiger spam, tiger knee and tiger uppercuts. Where did he go? Where is Sagat? Steven Sagat, there he is. Steven Sagat. Jesus. Alright. Do this manually. We'll probably take a break after this singles match, and we'll just like Miguel said, probably take a break, of course. We'll always have these wonderful breaks here, so. Alright, let's get to our second match, because fuck that match. Screw that matchup. Man, that match sucked, because PZ got exposed. So yeah, I don't know what I guess either somewhat, maybe we'll see some controversy out of that, I don't know. But Connie's probably laughing her fucking ass off. Sometimes I don't blame her because that was just the worst match that PZ's ever had. It's just getting his ass handed by Elena. But meanwhile, it'll be Jin and Sagat getting things ready to start things off for a second match here. And I never seen a singles bout. We haven't seen Jin Saotome in a very long time, so it's been a while for Mr. Saotome. But I mean, his talent got nerfed. He did get nerfed, sadly. But Jin's been a seasonal player since Saturday Slam Fest. And I think for the old series too. Excuse me. Some strong strikes to begin our first blood for both sides here. Got some big punches. There's a tiger knee. Sagat's been super tiger knee to the tiger uppercut. Some good strings here by Sagat. Tiger knee spams. Super nervous for both sides here now. But I think Sagat's in a strong lead, already a strong lead. That's kind of the tiger uppercut. Oh, makes up a tiger combo. The tiger combination. And just like that, Saotome just gets deleted in round 1. Alright, so we're down to round 2. Oh, mech punch! But that's Saotome. That's a good start for Saotome, trying to bring back some confidence here. But Sagat's is so just those big meaty, like those big clubbing blows, man. I'm telling you. This is going to be good for the European division here. You do need a European division for sure, so especially people who are from outside of Europe. or that's from the strictly outskirts of Europe. Here, so it's a good start here for the European division, especially Ginjo needs some challengers. I do also got a surprise moving forward here, so I'll let you guys know on that. I said going for that. He wasn't going for an uppercut, but it's like a Sagat with a nice counter of his own. Uh-oh. So I'm trying to escape, but it's not helping them. Those clubbing blows, man, I'm telling you. Just like that, Saltome just gets destroyed by Sagat. The Street Fighting vet and Street Fighter 1's boss character says, "Thank you, Master." And the Mr. Tiger gets, certainly gets it. It is year the Tiger. That is true. So it looks like this is gonna be a good year for Sagat, even though he hasn't been doing much at all. But he's been getting better and better, even though he's been on Raw a little bit in those episodes. He's got a big win for them. Yeah, so. I mean, yeah, Pikachu's probably, well, then again, they're both kind of exhausted anyway. I mean, this might be a trap, the setup for that whole, or this is a test by Kadin, so, but obviously Kadin's just enjoying every one of this, laughing at the Pokemon after they quote unquote won the Gauntlet match. Yeah, but he definitely, I agree, he's definitely way exhausted from them. I mean, literally like what, the next day later after the Gauntlet match. I mean, he is still exhausted from all the psychic attacks. So, yeah, his defenses might be dropped. So, not the best physical. I mean, he's weak to fighting, which makes sense. Yeah, that's such a big win over the nerfed Jin Saotome. Yeah, thanks guys looking out there. Looking at takes for his round one. As Jin is one big player. Is one of big players to take names in Cyrus Slamfest. Yeah, it's just the fact is that that Sagat is just a little bit more aggressive than ever. So yeah, Sagat just made mincemeat out of the mech pilot. So unfortunately for Saotome, it's just is a end of days for him. But I'm sure he'll turn things around. Even though he got nerfed, he might be job might. That's a quote. Might be job fodder, but yeah, but Sagat gets a big win for that one nonetheless. I mean, he's built momentum though, but taking out one of the guys from Zaria Slamfest was a huge win for this guy, for the Street Fighting veteran. I mean, we saw Boss Sagat. I think that was on SmackDown, I believe. Wow, years when Neo was on there, but Sagat looks pretty good even without the boss form. And Sagat looks great. I never seen him look better. And since Ken as well too, we saw Ken as well look great over there when he started making this new look, bringing back the long hair, the classic long hair Ken, just when it's all lower down. The Alpha Ken is back. All right, that will do it for singles, I believe. Move on to doubles here real quick, and then we can move on, and then we'll have a chance. But yeah, a great performance for One Night Stand. This is just shaking out the cobwebs from all the onslaught that we had. Literally just after the Gauntlet match, I mean, PZ is definitely exhausted from all that crap. So I don't blame PZ for just having that rust. Especially he's still kind of tired from all the entire. I mean, honestly, this dude went from number 4 and won the damn thing with his team. So to be fair, but I agree, definitely agree with that statement. We got more doubles actually, and of course it's Earthbound trying to hopefully try to regain some control after also lose so one episodes, I believe. Earthbound also lost their winning streak. They were undefeated in 4v4 and they lost. I believe they're 6-1 in 4v4 action. So, but they'll hope in our main event it's gonna be Team Earthbound versus Team Tekken, as we saw Tekken debuted as well, and they got completely destroyed by some of the jobbers. Apparently, there's hope, but they got released, fortunately. As far as those people, I believe it was Axel and Billy Kane and Kaguya, but they were traded to SmackDown. I believe they're actually with free agents right now, but Matt might pick them up at some point in the future. And Charizard, we'll talk more about Charizard in probably a different video, but I also have something to say to him. It's gonna be, definitely didn't work out as much as planned, so. I'll probably talk more about that when we get there. So for now, we'll take our first break. I probably need to break it away after all the frustration, but so far so good. We're off to a good start. We'll come back in a minute. We'll have doubles action number 1, and then we get to our 44 main event. It's about to drop pretty soon. So again, my apologies for being late. This has been this is not nothing new to me anyway. But especially the OBS crashing 3 times and have to restart my computer again. Yeah, something's wrong with my computer right now. It's either the app itself or my computer just having some major issues. So my computer exploded 3 times. So something's going on here. Something's not right. Apparently, if you're a stargazer, something's not right. So we'll be back in a moment as Walk continues on next. Don't go anywhere. Got a little bit of rest still, but I'm still trying to regain some ground here. As a matter of fact, doubles number 1 is settled in. It's already been booked, ready to go. Just back up, push that back a bit. All right. Well, with this sake, with doubles, with the tag division still heating up a little bit, but now it's getting a little bit more hotter with some of these teams. But of course, Ronda and Sandra making their right over here, and plus you got the Kusanagi clans, Kyoko and Aoi Kusanagi. So a little bit, I guess some of the clan members from Kyo. I guess this is mostly Kyo's cousins, I believe, or I guess Kyoko pretty much was a huge Kyo cosplayer. So but I guess Aoi is actually the actual cousin of Kyo. So it looks like Kyoko and Aoi are in tag action for them, but they are really like pretty quick on their feet, especially these two ladies are gonna be interesting to watch. But don't count out what was it? Chaos Breaker. There we go. I'm trying to think of a name. I don't remember the game they're originally from. But Chaos Breakers, Ronda and Sandra, they're back. They've been like kind of quiet though, so let's see if they can. Hopefully, they do show a little bit of rust too, because they haven't been in action in a little while. But they have looked pretty good, solid as a cohesive unit in their careers. Now with this sake, with Kyoko and Aoi making their as the Kusanagi clan, also a good start here for doubles action. So let's see what happens here. In the ringside and see how this action unfolds for both teams here, especially Ronda and Sandra are like the more veteran-like team. But this new Spitfire, these two Spitfire girls should be pretty nice to see what they're all about here. Round 1, here we go. Start off doubles number 1. Ooh, so playing a hold here. Held by Sandra to start. I believe Aoi is our first blood with deal for her team. That's both sides here. We're going to get this started. Fire punch, but nobody home but Kyoko with a big Kusanagi flame. Going to rolling submission, but nobody home there. Ooh, nice head scissor takedown. Nice. And another one by Sandra. We're going to war here, trying to slice away on the Kusanagi clan. There goes Aoi down and out. Got a Kyoko. And Kyoko right now about to be eviscerated, but ooh, nice little head scissors. Beautiful head scissors by Sandra. And the veterans do it right there. Says Chaos Breaker strong round 1 start here. And the girls are, as the young ladies right now trying to bring around 3. Can they do it? Can we see trying to force the first 3 here in episode 61. Let's go. Sandra again. They haven't missed a beat at all. Rolling submission now. That rolling tumbling submission combination. Good set. This judo takedown by Ronda. And now Sandra slicing away. Super slashing combo connecting into the uppercut. Nice move there. And Ollie down and out. And Chaos Breaker doing some good damage right now. And a slice for the win just like that. Winner. As Chaos Breaker strong finish in round 2. A very quick and easy 2-0. Just like that. And what can you say? This team is Ronda have not missed a beat at all. They haven't been in action in a while, but Ronda and Sandra, Chaos Breaker looking pretty good. As always, they haven't missed a beat. Like I said, they've been looking pretty solid. So far, so good. So wow, especially like I said, the experience game helping out against a young Kusanagi clan. They have much yet to learn. So they're gonna have a lot of work to do, especially. But Ron and Sandra build momentum though. I believe right now their rankings actually not far away. It's like they're trying to get up there, but I feel like they're getting a lot higher now in the tag division. Yeah, always is over here for some reason. So, but it's a good win for Ronda and Sandra because then they can probably go up in the ranks on the tag division. So they'll probably be in the top 10 right now. If they can keep up the momentum here, you can see some good tag teams moving forward, but especially with Pika-PZ and now we're seeing the PPG trying to regain. We're also trying to regain some more gold, some more fresh tag team gold. They're trying to migrate from show to show. We saw PBG's now been drafted to Raw, which I do on Nil. We saw them in Fatal 4 match. They're pretty solid though. They played their role right. So they didn't win, but especially with the whole, it's just very competitive in the tag division here on Raw. That's what's all about here in this case. So it's a good start. Good start for Ronda themselves. You're getting a big win for themselves. Pretty impressive victory for Ronda for this team. Very impressive. Very, very impressive. Just making quick work like that. And speaking of which, also we have 3 doubles matches on the way, so we have 3 of them today for tonight's next doubles matches. I'm going as fast as I can here, so. But yeah, honestly, final thoughts about that. Very impressive results. So making quick work as always. On to the next match. That's going to be interesting. You guys have well, we already know that Bertha Katrina had met their match pretty much intact, and so they were actually they were like really good talents over there in the Fatal 4 match. They were part of that triple threat match too, who helped out for the tag team titles. But some of these scenes right now, we already saw Bertha Katrina, we saw Porygon Z still exhausted from that Gauntlet match, obviously. But Pikachu was a say. I mean, yeah, he would have been there, but this is all 4 of them are pretty much exhausted from that whole fight for that Gauntlet match. So I don't really blame Pikachu. I'm sure Pikachu will have to have something to say about that. It could have been him, but they're all tired out from their match. So, and we got Athena and Mai. If I can find the 2. The memory's not that great. Oh gosh. Let's see if I remember correctly. Where did I put Mai anyway? This is Mai Shiranui. This is the Queen of Fighters versus the Spellcaster's Order. Which is bringing in the heavies within Bertha Katrina. Especially the tag division is kind of really fierce at the moment. Where the fuck did I? Oh yeah, I know. Okay, I was like, it took me a second. And when I put. Oh, Anthony reconnect. Okay. Yeah, I think it crashed. Well, more. Yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier. Yeah, it crashed. Trying to see if I can find Mai. I don't know where she is now. I know Mai not to be as legit as the other side, but I don't remember correctly where she is. Yeah, I remember Natsume. I can see the purple hair. Where's my Shiranui though? Oh, I see. Yeah, I see her now. Okay, but again, Mugen's crashing like crazy. Yeah, I have to probably take a break here, so I have to figure out what the hell's going on. But overall, I mean, great match overall so far for both teams. But yeah, Ron and Sancho did just more slice and dice for the win. They still got it though. They haven't really been in action as much, but want to steal what they were looking for to get some screen time. But now they can. And I have to restart again. Thankfully, it's not on my computer this time. Just being a butt. Now this is not. Yeah, there we go. I gotta restart. Thank God it's only there's only Mugen instead. Thank goodness. See what I mean when having a lot of technical difficulties going on here so far, folks. It has not been it hasn't been the same. It's been very stressful. This weekend was just a lot of stress, especially just trying to at the aftermath of the pay-per-view. It was a fucking mess. It was just a mess. And this is the first YouTube stream back in April. It's been back in April, so it's been a while for me. So since episode 55, so now it was nearly. Let's I found both of them now, which is good. Let's see if we can do this again. If I can find both of them, just forgive me. I do this. Well, Athena and Maya Venus. So this new Mai looks fantastic. You probably see what I mean. I think we saw it before, but those people who haven't, they're in luck. So it's done, everybody, and now we're back into it. Sorry for the technical difficulty. OBS is having a lot of issues so far. That's why I'm scared to even run this up because it's gonna crash. That's my only biggest concern. So, all right, we got some. This should be very, very interesting to see. But you got the heavies. My Shredder has been doing a lot of training lately, and Athena, of course, too. But this Queen of Fighters team looks pretty damn good on paper. But now, as far as seeing this team, this will be interesting. So we got our second doubles match of the evening, and normally you see 3v3 with King, but I guess King not really in the best mood at the moment, especially the team trying to trying to buy some wins. They have looked pretty good, especially Mai and Athena have been getting some good dubs lately in doubles action. So now we can see, they also might be able to be a shot for the tag titles at some point in the future. But the Queen of Fighters, looking forward to hopefully get another win against Berta Katrina, who just were in that Fatal 4-Way match at One Night Stand. So they're also kind of beat from their Fatal 4-Way bout, and I was just showing some ring rust, so they might be able to lose tonight. Maybe. What does this mean for Mai and Athena, especially these teams looking forward to get themselves a huge chance to wake up the tag division a lot more? So it's been kind of sleeping a bit. Now we do have a cup of coffee here, so let's kind of wake up here and get things rolling. Go time, baby. Round one. Here we go. Let's start here. This new Mai looks freaking awesome. Get some glitches going on. Oh, never mind. That was doing glitch down there. The toss-ups, man. Holy crap. Oh, nice quick takedown by Mai. Taking the strength of Mai is real, man. Oh, and a squish. Oh. But both ladies taking the big double squish there. Double boot press. Or double chest press. Let's say. Boot press. Lots of puppies, for sure. Uh-oh. Big Phoenix tackle connecting right into Katrina. That's a lot of strength for sure. Taking out both heavies at once. And a strong round one. Just Mai and Athena, the Queen of Fighters, do it again. Maybe quick work of not 100% for Katrina. Oh, what the hell? Steel chair shove. Uh-oh. They're gonna get squished. The big rump shaker. The big rump shaker. That large rump of Katrina. And now Mai going to work now. Some quick fire tackles and Phoenix tackles coming up. Oh, the steel chair shot from behind. Uh-oh. That's bad. And then big time. I think Berta's trying to guard her grill while Mai is just spamming her killing ninja bees. She's taking all the abuse here. Jeez, Mai is just going to work with Katrina. What's happening up above? Good lord! And now they've been isolated, that is smart strategy right now by Mai. Like it or not, but this is a very, very improving tag team right now. Because Mai is just leadership right now, moving forward now. Ooh, nice hurricane, nice heads to take that into the flamethrower. That big fire style fireball jutsu. Classic, and then there's a burning damage, connecting right and burning away on the hippo. Tough. Queen of Fighters burning, literally burning away Berta Katrina 2-0. that is just domination at its best. We saw that. I don't know what happened above, but the cameras couldn't catch up and pan up the stage. But I can't believe it. Mai and Athena just especially Mai alone, making quick work of the not as 100% Bertha Katrina after their exhaustion from the pay-per-view. So they had their role played out well. As like the big heavies of the bunch trying to make the dreams come true and make Mammy proud. But Mommy Mammy is not happy, so I'm sure Mommy Mammy is not pleased from the performance. But it makes sense, obviously, with the whole issue with Mai and Athena just going to work on the not 100%, and now it's mostly smoked crocodile and smoked hippo meat. So I'm sure these ladies getting cooked around here. So yikes, that is a super yikes. Damn. With that being said, Mai and Athena making quick work, a number 2-0 build, and it just shows why things are getting much hotter in the tag team division. So, and I mean a lot harder and hotter for sure. I'm not talking about my penis, but nevertheless, that's the second doubles bout done, and move on to the next. So let's see if we can get our next match moving forward here. As this one should be pretty good too. A pretty competitive one, but just again, not gonna see too much about it. So, all right, get that match out of the way. Move on to the next, our third doubles match of the evening, and it should be a classic though. If I can find it too, I don't remember the last time I checked. It will be indeed Domino and Rosa, the Keys in the Clan, who made their strong presence known and made a huge impact on the Fallout match. Also bringing one of their newest members of the Keys in the Clan within Homada, not from Doka Magica, but from the Senon Kagura, which is interesting. So, and they'll take on Gambit and Rogue. I don't know about Gambit. I know Rogue is here. Here she is. But where is Gambit? Okay, find the guy. Just want to take a look. Let me chat here. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, let me see where we are. Where is Gambit? I thought I had Gambit on here. Unless Rogue is gonna have to find a new partner quickly while we wait. So let me check the roster here. Yes. Alright, let's see. Where is Gambit? Okay, it's right. Oh, it's right there where Mai is. Okay. I got him. So let me make sure where he is. I was like, wait, where is he supposed to be? Alright. There he is. There's Gambit ready to go. This was late like me, I guess. But yeah, here we go. A strong, our third doubles match of the evening. Rosa and Domino, Gambit and Rogue should be pretty. It should be a really good matchup though. Especially again, Rogue have also been on Saturday Slam Fest as well. They've been seasonal veterans too. As a matter of fact, with Jin Sao Tome and Gambit and Rogue and Ronda and Sandra, another team from Saturday Slam Fest as well. They've been looking pretty good. But now we got something else, especially a lot of veterans are making their presence known on Raw. Domino and Rosa look also been waking up ever since they had their Fallout match, and they had some good matches too. Actually, as a matter of fact, they've also been getting some good wins as well too. And they're actually, I believe, their rankings are actually kind of close too. They're really close, I believe, to be advanced contenders right now. It's kind of close, especially when they're right behind Bertha Katrina right now. So if they could beat Bertha Katrina, they'll have a shot, hopefully be in the top 10 seed. So, especially with the tag division, getting their chances now, we'll see after Unforgiven, and we'll have a fatal point of our contenders match to see the top 4 contenders. So that's supposed to be the game plan moving forward now. What's me for the keys of the clan? They have their match ready to go. They look forward to defeat Gambit and Rogue and hopefully try to get a win, to make a name for themselves in the tag team division. The quest for tag team gold is upon them very, very soon. So it's been an interesting ride so far. Let's see what they can do right now. We head to ringside, and as always, hope you guys enjoy. You're engaged. Here we go. As Rose off to a good start. I believe it was a three-way tie for first blood. Ooh, nice card strike combination. Goes with a card star combo. Gambit showing some good luck here. We'll see some good luck here. Oh, nice move again. Again, look, our seasonal veterans too. They know about the experience game a little bit in Tire Slam Fest. Birthday. Domino down and out. And now, ooh! There's a gotcha punch. Oh, and then there's a kiss right there. A little kiss of death action. Like, as the Southern Belle and the Luck. That's a card czar. Gets the strong round one. And right now, it's round two. He's a fan. This is really good, really professional. Oh! Big super shoryuken. Classic there by Domino. Domino was cut away, then was broken up by Domino. And now, nice big time super shoryuken uppercut. And now, it's gonna be an ace. This is trying to puncture on a. Oh, there's a quick kiss of death by Rogue. Nice missile kick there. Right now it's very close. Nova's Judy trying to force a 3-win. They actually are undefeated on Raw so far. Ooh! Big flamethrower combo by Rogue. Very unorthodox style offense by Rogue. It doesn't work well. He's going to try to force a 3 here. There's a shock on Rosa. Dom will try to force around 3. Close. Oh, so close so far. Oh, and a rod right to the chest. Oh man, Gambit with a big rod just right in the throat, right in the larynx of Domino. That's gonna hurt. Damn. And just clutched it out. The X-Men barely hung it on, and just. I thought for sure Dom was gonna force 3, and then there's the undefeated streak by the Kenen-shi clan. Jeez, absolutely destructive. But Gambit clutches it up for round 2, and Team X-Men takes it. A 2-0 finish. And that will complete the undefeated streak of Kenen-shi clan. Wow, what is happening right now? Jeez. Domino and Rosa, you know, they get it out. Especially they're pretty much a little inexperienced, but the veterans waking up today. Sagat waking up. Saranda and Sandra waking up today. Mai and Athena trying to bring back their careers again, and Gambit and Rogue making their first start here on Raw. And well, we'll see a lot of good veterans making their big comeback and trying to outwit. You know, yes, Sagat was also the veteran, but with Saturday Slam Fest members like Jin Saotome and Ronda and Sandra, Gambit and Rogue, they're looking pretty good. They haven't missed a beat at all. And especially this is a very strong division here on Raw. This is highly competitive, so it could have been around 3. If Domino had more oomph to that, you know, to the slices, but Gambit just that rod, just that punctured on Domino and Rosa. So, I mean, Team Kenen-shi's got a lot of work to do. But I mean, no shame losing the night, but if it wasn't round 3, it would have been it would have been a better star rating for sure. But damn, great match though. It was like the most competitive out of the second round. I mean, we didn't get around 3, but be sure for sure, Gambit and Rogue put up a hell of a fight, and John Rosa got some talent. They really don't count them out just yet. Even though they lost here and they also lost their undefeated. They also now lost their streak. So it's been a little bit, but we see some like older veterans waking up here. Some grizzly veterans waking up. So I think they finally got out of hibernation. They decided to wake up here and with a fresh cup of coffee. That's what it's all about. So maybe. Look at the chat now. The X-Men and Missiles guys so much Gamma and Rogue. Kind of seeing to a team X-Men has improved and seek his ultimate. They haven't missed a beat, dude. They have not missed a beat at all. I'm reading the chat now. Yeah, chat. I agree. I agree, chat. Especially with the whole with TK's old characters coming back to the show. It's been interesting to see some new like I said, Ronda and Sandra. Jin Satomi made his appearance, but again, he might be job fodder at this point in his career right now, just trying to be a better role player. Gambit and Rogue put up you just saw him put up a great match, awesome, upset actually, just to feed the youngsters within Rosa and Domino, especially they're both, pretty tomboyish, this tomboyish team, but pretty much they're baddies, two badass females, but Gambit and Rogue had that veteran-like leadership, so they do. X-Men still got it. You should probably, if someone killed you still got it, chant. X-Men is a legit team thanks to their intense training. Maybe look out for the possible tag team championship very soon. Maybe the World Tag Division is really tight, man. And with that win, that will probably give them a little bit higher in their rank. So I'm going to have to offer them some stock, too. I'm going to have to offer Gamma Rogue some stock. This might be some interest. That will certainly impress me. That's a shocker by being one of the best teams in doubles right now. But right now, Gamma Rogue may have a chance. But you got to watch out for Elena's defense. Got to get rid of her as much as possible. That's probably going to be a strategy. If you're facing a team that's pretty stacked, this tag division is very stacked, so I love it. I actually have 4 doubles matches, actually. I forgot. There's actually going to be the rivalry between the Gold Dynasty and District Punisher and best 2 out of 3. So, it should be pretty fucking awesome. So, I mean, great effort, though. But I gotta give a little credit to the X-Men though. They made some, but I'm sure they'll wake up. No shame losing their streak again, like Earthbound did in that one episode for Raw. And it was close, but close but no cigar. And especially we saw Calm Riders. That's also still to come too. It is Earthbound trying to regain themselves, a huge victory, trying to regain themselves after that loss. In one episodes of Raw, after losing to the 4v4, but we'll see a little bit later tonight. But it was the rivalry that was supposed to be a one night stand, but unfortunately it was canceled. But now we have it here on Raw for free. But now it's World Dynasty and Deathstroke Punisher. Best 2 out of 3 falls. It's coming up next. Stay tuned. Oh yeah, we're back, everybody. 4th doubles match of the evening. There's a lot of doubles matches tonight. We have our main event coming up after this one, so stay tuned for that. For Tekken and Earthbound, that's gonna be pretty exciting. But we have our best True Earthly Falls match. We're bound to see which two teams. This is supposed to be kind of a rivalry they build up ever since the Roll Dynasty have arrived on Raw during that Fusion draft earlier this year. They kind of ended up making a name for themselves, but of course, Desperate Punisher had a match against those two in the debut, and Desperate Punisher kind of wanted some retribution after they began encountered by some defensive maneuvers by Ali and Roll. But the Roll Dynasty, pretty impressive results. We saw them in their debut, just an emphatic debut for them. Now with Desperate Punisher, they've also another team was also part of Saturday Slam Fest, or Punishing Death, as I like to call them. I love this team, but I think the Roll Dynasty just a lot. They proved they're a lot better than these two. We'll see how today plays out, but let's see how Desperate Punisher have a chance here. So it could be tough. It could be a tough way to get things going for both teams. But this is the best True Earthly Falls match, so we'll see which one of these teams will make it out alive here and escape Rochester with a strong finish here. So. A big rematch. This match, fun fact, this was supposed to be a one-night stand, but unfortunately it was canceled, or I guess DMP can't make it. They had traveling issues apparently, but this match will be played here. It's a kind of a one-night stand match, but again, I only had to pick 3 matches, so it was Goki and Iori, and for the world title match, and then we had the tag team titles was set. So 2 fatal 4-ways, and then once it was about my end, which Raw, in my opinion, had the better matches on one night stand. Alright, how will these two teams escape here? What will be this? Will be a lot of guns, a lot of ammunition being fired out the wazoo. A lot of gunfire, a lot of gunpowder being used, a lot of minefields too. Alright, best Ready Falls, here we go. It's going to be a tough challenge for DNP, but if they can somehow topple down Alia, try to isolate her. Ooh, nice flank there. Good flankage by Punisher. Oh, nice. It's the motor gunshot. Nice move. That's for Punisher right now, for true retribution right now. The maximum slash, nobody home. Good block, good defense by Alia. There's that plasma shot that we see. Always trying to get all charged up and ready to go. Roll against some good punches. Oh, shotgun right to the face of Roll. And there goes Deathstroke down and out. Punisher's got a lot of more moxie within him left. It's the Magnum pistol, it's the AK-47. That's a shot connecting. Oh, big double plasma shot for the win. You win. Roll Dynasty put up a hell of an effort. A good effort by Deathstroke and Punisher. Great effort, but unfortunately, the Roll Dynasty just outgunning them and with the double team by the Dynasty. It's a strong one. That was a blood and going for that secret kill. Punisher laying the law. That's what it's called, laying the law. Oh, ultimate roll. Taking it right to Deathstroke. That health point just went down with that. Rush summon trying to distract them, which paid dividends. It's helping out. And the roll with a plasma shot connecting. And now, now it's Roll taking the abuse here. This is definitely global child abuse. Certainly child abuse right now. Start to help the child, this disrespectful Punisher can be sometimes. A big missile. Ooh, nice gunshot. And again, Punisher, nobody home there. Make that 2. Says Alia. And a gunshot right there. Nice shotgun shot, but it does good defensive counter. Just knocking back Punisher there, and there you have it. 2-0. Just like that for the first fall. As Roll Dynasty pick up their first fall. I mean, what can you say about the Roll Dynasty? Their defense is pretty solid. And you also got Ali's plasma shot doing some nifty damage. So gotta give the World Dynasty credit though for their efforts, but it might be a bit. Hopefully, we'll see a match 3 at fall number 3 coming up. But another big upset win. But obviously, Dexter Punisher are not happy with the performances so far with these two. But I can already tell these two are not going to be they're pretty much not in the best of moods. We're going to try to focus on get rid of Ali as much as possible, but they get denied. Roll just keeps interfering, so you have to get rid of one of them and try to at least isolate, but one of the World Dynasty members and just take him out, flank him, just flank Ali as much as possible. That's why they've been gave you the game plan, I believe, for try to just at least be a flanker and just go to town on Alia. And then Roll could be just isolated from her partner, so maybe. But it's a good test to see which tag teams right now who are looking forward to being in the top ranks, so it's a good spot. Match number 2 coming up. But right now, again, an epic rematch between these two teams that had a pretty good debut. Especially for the World Dynasty, like I said, a tremendous debut on when they first arrived on Raw, and they were just, obviously it's been a struggle for them trying to couldn't really beat the World Dynasty. Somehow you have to flank as much, so just go for your flank and just get rid of Alia, but her defense is pretty lethal too. See how this turns out here, so try to give it another try here. But in the meantime, Golden's looking for another big win with an upset. I mean, it'd be nice to see this team, especially these two teams are like solid seasonal, veterans too. But we know Dexter Punishing Death have been here for a while. The World Dynasty just got here on Raw, and a few months ago, and it made an interesting upset. Second fall coming up. Let's see if this plan will work. If not, then it could be curtains for in this set here.
Something's made of meat. This device will cook it.
It's a big rematch from their first World Dynasty debut on Raw. Oh, nice air combo stream by Roll. Machine gun. Nope. Nice move by the MVP. There's a landmine. Watch out for the landmines. There's a freeze. Oh, and into a plasma shot. And again, Alia gets a potent, big-time plasma shot. And again, 4 times. Alia just making quick work. Just like that Punisher, down and out. This is some kind of shock combination there, just like Roll. But that plasma shot again. That plasma shot doing some hefty damage again. My God. Alright, come on, Dexter Punisher. Try to force that round 3, maybe. Uh-oh. And now, so this time with Alia taking the beating here. Blood spewing out of Alia. And this is going to get bloody and battered real quickly. A lot of blood spewing out from Alia. There's a knife right to the face, right to the head. Oh, damn. Roll with the rest with the jolting into the plasma shot by Alia. Nice. Good double team there by the World Dynasty. Uh-oh. FPS mode connecting into the big frag grenade. Doing some really good damage on them. Going FPS. No, this is first person perspective mode. FPS mode indeed. But even though it's not like good effort by Punisher, but just down and out. And now go for a laser beam. Gunshot again, good flankage. Oliver set her partner quickly. Roll might be toast here. And there's a good flank right there by Punisher for a split second. Punisher can force this one. Punisher has nobody home there. Nice roll into the nice shot. Nice. Oh, let's go for the backstabber. Oh, but no, super laser beam connecting by Alia. Roll Dynasty barely escaping. And gets the 3. And gets the big win over Deathstroke and Punisher. Another huge upset there. Wow. Yeah, see, I haven't seen that one for Alia in a very long time, but Alia picks up the Roll Dynasty with Roll and Alia get a strong upset win. So they proved that match was not a fluke. So therefore, Roll Dynasty gets the win and gets a set 2, or in this case, a total of 4-0. Definitely just a destructive finish. And how about that super laser beam by Ali? That's something we haven't seen in a very long time. But they're bringing that special, that ultimate back. We saw those fly plasma shots doing some good damage. That was pretty good too. Wow, saw a lot of everything in this match. So we saw the frag grenade and Punisher, the FPS mode returning. You haven't seen that since Duke Nukem. I mean, Duke did that too. But pretty good set. Pretty good set here, and speaking of sets, a huge upset. So they proved the match was no fluke. So they're the real deal. The Roll Dynasty making some interesting work here, but you gotta give a little bit of credit for DNP. They did the best they could, but the flank was there. But for some reason, the Punisher rolled out of the way. Why did he do that? Why would Punisher roll out of the way like that? You should just went for the kill. Roll was missing all of her shots though, until again it gets saved by Alia in the nick of time. So we could have saw round 3 in our hands. If Punisher had a little bit more consistency, then yeah, we could have saw round 3 off of that. Again, another match that could have been a round 3. Tough. That's tough. That is very tough. That is extremely tough. So a noble effort. Noble effort by but yes, again, the Roll Dynasty, yeah, saying from which size always matters. There's also a lot of technician too. They're the real deal. They arrived on Raw they've been all the way from ECW to Raw, and they were promoted to Raw for sure. They think they're going to be a really fun team to watch and moving forward now. And right now their quest is for Tag Team Gold too, so they got a lot of work to do. So, but Desperate Punisher will have to go down the dumps here. So I believe this is their sixth consecutive loss here, which is kind of bad for DMP. But I guess this robbery finally will end here, which definitely will be over with. So this is good. We'll see some strong teams moving forward. You know, hopefully we'll see some Desperate Punisher trying to at least go for those smaller teams, or try to go for smaller. But I say that the Roll Dynasty just pinned them. Find something that will they can pick on someone somebody their own size. So that's an old saying too. I can one up that a little bit. So pick someone their own size. They get the job done. So not bad. A good effort, but unfortunately they take the nerve. That's 6 losses in a row. So they better hope they do something quickly, or else they're gonna be sent to the volcano. Which they're gonna be thrown into the volcano for sure for the sacrifice. Because apparently that's what we usually do with all other characters we don't need right now. So hopefully they can win something quickly. Otherwise, yeah, they'll be sent to the Shadow Realm, or in the volcanoes, whatever you want to call the dark realm. They'll be sent if they don't do something quickly. So, all right, that's all doubles matches for today. Now we have our main event, 4v4 action coming up. It's hot in here. Just is no air conditioning. I apologize in advance. But in the meantime, yes, we fulfilled doubles matches. It was a lot of fun, but a little bit of questionable moments that could have happened. That could have been better. But Roll Dynasty get the win. Doubles matches ends off strong. We saw some really good tag teams today that woke up that brought some inspiration for us, hopefully for wake up the tag team division for sure. And Roll Dynasty are looking forward to hopefully get a chance too. They're getting close as well for their chances to get a spot in that Hall of Fame. Also with the Hall of Fame spot coming up, and they might get a shot for the tag titles in the future. So they're getting close. I believe now they're 2 wins away from the Hall of Fame. So as they get 30 wins, they get the Hall of Fame spot, which is like Genjiro did and Living Dangerously. So so both guys can do the same thing and become a legendary team like those two, and they'll probably get a guaranteed spot. So I had to make a lot of choices here, but you can see some new blood, new faces in the tag team division right now that can make a statement for themselves. Like we saw those four matches. That's what I wanted to bring to the table. And for some reason, I'll have a Fatal 4 and the more contenders match after Unforgiven. So we'll see how that plays out. Let's see which team will make it out, and we'll earn a shot for those tag titles. So the World Tag Divisions is just be getting heated up a little bit. I like all these doubles teams, but there will only be one contender for sure. We have to figure out who's going to be the next contenders. So we already know that Pika-PZ will earn those tag title shots. They won it from the Gauntlet match. So we'll wait till after Unforgiven, and we'll see how that plays out. Because it is going to be our Raw pay-per-view. So a lot of work cut out for us, for sure. So all right. That being said, and I'm sure the chat will have any more messages for us, and we're probably gonna dip doubles and head to 4v4 content as we get to our feature presentation, our main event. It's Earthbound and Team Tekken. Will Earthbound rebound from their shattered loss? It was a huge upset, but they got upsetted by Kamen Riders as they formed the 4v4 team with Ghost being the leader of the team. And Ghost was just so consistent. We'll have more to talk about it. We'll talk about it a little bit. But for now, it's our main event coming up next. Earthbound trying to regain themselves after a tough loss, and yeah, who's gonna be in the Hall of Fame this year for singles and doubles teams? There's 30 wins. We already know Genjiro is one of them. He like I said, Living Dangerously was one of the reasons why he became a Hall of Famer at the 30th victory. So he got to the Hall of Fame spot and became the undisputed champion at the same time. So that's a huge step for him. And some of our fighters are still kind of tired out from their still kind of exhausted from their a bit fatigued from their trip. So right now, we'll see some new blood, and we'll see some new people on the way. So, anyways, 44 main event bound to happen. Earthbound could do it, or we could see the downfall of Earthbound. These kids better do something here. They better wake up, or else otherwise, Team Tekken might be able to steal it here. 44 next. Alrighty, everybody, welcome back. AYYYYY Raw, episode 61's main event, bound to start. And let's just, well, earlier before we left you guys with a cliffhanger, before I did ask you guys about, we kind of talked about these two teams have a little bit of a struggle so far. Well, we already know that one of the episodes for Raw, in this case, that Earthbound did unfortunately lose. I believe this was episode 59 from in the Crisis Jungle. Apparently, that Kamen actually had to just upset at Earthbound, and the kids were not happy about their so hopefully they get a rematch against the Kamen Riders at some point, but they hope to get some wins before competition. Now in this case, it's gonna be interesting to see what these two teams can bring. Earthbound after losing an undefeated streak. Now they have a potential chance to hopefully knock out and topple down these Team Tekken fighters, of course, within Jin Kazama, who apparently was in 1v1, and now he moved on. He also found his sister Asuka, and then bring the Mishima family within Heihachi and Kazuya. So interesting approach, seeing the Kazama and the Mishima family, just families together. In this case, just trying to form an alliance. But Heihachi was not happy about his performance, so Heihachi stepped in, and now he wants to see his the new generation Tekken fighters within Jin, Asuka, and Kazuya do well and excel. #bars. Just to really excel and try to get themselves into the victory, but it won't be easy for especially trying to topple one of the interesting teams, especially Lucas and S are former tag team champions, two-time tag team champions for Earthbound boys. But now it's Earthbound group, I should say, with the kids getting an opportunity like this. But if they can beat Tekken, hopefully get another chance at the Kamen Riders at this point. If they did, had a chance. If you watch episode 59. AYYYY Raw, that's what happened, and unfortunately with that win, Kamen Riders, especially Ghost, was all over the place. He had specials like crazy. So if they can get rid of Ghost and hopefully try to formalize a strategy and formalize a plot, but can Ness, Lucas, Paul, and Jeff get the job done and execute this main event? Will it be an emphatic PK flash, or will it be PK gone? Will it be a losing streak to start off their side here at the one night stand? And they get some rest here, so. Alright, main event time. Handing back to ringside. Let's get it started. I believe. Oh, okay, there we go. There we go. Now we're done. Alright, and let's also turn the music off now because this is our main event here, so we can end on this high note. Won't be an easy task for Team Tekken, but they can upset the Earthbound kids. They might have a chance to, even in the 44th division at this point. So, nice PK fire, and now the PK starts on my Lucas. These kids are not happy. Those some rockets and massive fireworks, rocket fire. Oh my God! Jesus! Yeah, these kids are mad with power. Alright, round 2 is Earthbound. You might get your wish, Miguel, as round 2 starts out strong here. Earthbound boys get the first round set here. I mean, Tekken have also been losing too, so it's been a kind of an even out matchup. Even though as it even out, it's been a dominating. It's all PK fire surrounding all Earthbound Tekken members. Excuse me. Now this whole PK flash connected. Big time trying to make something out of this. And here goes Asuka. And they go, nice PK flash by Lucas. And Jin all by himself here, but it's not going to be enough numbers games to catch up to him. Oh, nice shot. Nice super thunder punch, but nobody home. Off that grab. Just like that. Made it way too easy. Earthbound boys get the job done. 2-0 over Team Tekken, and we already know that Earthbound's a little bit more, a solid team than 44 we've seen in the past. But especially Lucas and Ness are, like I said, they're former tag team champions. But now we have Team Tekken in their hand. Yeah, it's even Heihachi couldn't even handle even the Heihachi couldn't really babysit these kids. But who needs babysitting? We have they have a genius, a lot of psychic powers from all three of them, especially Jeff with all the rockets and explosives. And this episode was created by Michael Bay, but okay. Alright, well, there you go. That will do it for today. A very solid episode for now. That's all I can say at this point. I do need some rest after my head is just splitting like crazy. But I know Earthbound boys looking forward to get their chances. Before we go, let's do our recap here. Those people who are tuning to the stream now, I'm sure you guys missed it. And those people watching the episode afterwards, hello, hey, how's it going? Well, we just saw Earthbound get a big win, a nice rebound win for themselves. So Earthbound needed this win anyway, so I had to give it to Earthbound this one, especially they needed that win. Roll Dynasty Just for Punch put up a great fight in this recap. So a great little return, kind of a rematch from their previous encounter from the draft, and now here they are. Roll Dynasty proving that it was no fluke. It was definitely a huge win. And they're the real deal here on Raw, and they mean business. Gambit and Rogue shockingly put a win over the KZ Clan and conquering that winning streak, and showing why Gambit they still got it. Gambit barely clutches it out, but I can guarantee that Dom Rose are going to have a rematch with these two against in the future. I would imagine if Tekken loses to the Earthbound kids, that would be a hit. That would hit an all-time low. Yeah, well, you got your wish, Miguel. You got your wish. Wish granted. I think you kind of jinxed it, but okay. But I do want to see Earthbound boys proceed, get the win, but yeah, and especially after One Night Stand's performance and then split into 3 parts. Here's a little fun fact, actually. It would have been 3 hours. I actually timed the match, look at like the time of the matches of all 3 parts. Apparently it was 3 hours. I'm like, there is no way I'm gonna do this for 3 hours. Let's just go back to it maybe years later and just clump it up into like a whole one big video. But right now it's just not a good time. I'm a little exhausted, so it has been a really hard day. It's been very productive. Don't get me wrong, it was very productive today. Let's just recap a little bit. Slow down a bit, recap for a second. Again, talked about the Aftermath of One Night Stand. It was a great show, no doubt about it. We worked extremely hard, so it was very hard. We were a man at work for sure, especially with Matt and I trying to. And Phoenix, of course, shouts to Phoenix for editing the videos. Thank you, Phoenix, for getting credit to Phoenix, and also shout out to him. His birthday was a few days ago. So happy birthday to Phoenix. He's also been an editor for Blade Games, so thank you very much for that. Elena and Blanka. Elena, the embarrassing the worn out PZ. I mean, it was kind of a trick by cutting. Damn that cutting! Sagat just owning Jin Saotome. Some of the Saturday Night members came back. Apparently, woke up and sat around at Sandra. We saw Gambit and Rogue, like I said. Roll Dynasty put up a hell of a fight. And then Maya and Athena, Maya's offense, her new offense looks amazing, and I'm very proud of her. She's making some big improvements over the past several months, and she's getting a lot better. She's excited about her. Of course, now she's married to Andy, so let's see what maybe they made her now as a new lawfully wedded wife. The wife meta apparently is working, so. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, and that's it. Earthbound gets the win. A strong victory for Earthbound. I'm gonna call it a night. I'm tired. Yeah, but we have more Raw next week. If I have more energy, I'm gonna try to revive my head. I do have a headache, so I'll probably need to get a rest up and just call it quits today. But yeah, enjoy everybody. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Enjoy. If those people who missed out One Night Stand, do not fret. Don't worry. There's still. We'll have the 3 parts. They'll probably be 3 parts in the description of it. I need to fix it tomorrow, but There'll be two. There'll be three. There'll be all three parts. Links in the description down below. And you can follow my socials, of course, in the almost box down below. Let me know what let me know what you guys' favorite match is in the comments below. I will see you guys back here real soon. Hopefully by next week we have a new episode of Raw. We actually have 2 more streams coming up for Raw, so we got another set coming for episode 62, and then hopefully we'll have some stuff, and then Yoshi coming back soon. Maybe we see Yoshi back. Yoshi is coming back, folks. I'll have more. I'll talk all about it next week. So you gotta go. We're out of time. AzureBlaze out. Peace. Oh, and of course, I'm too tired. My head already hurts, but I'll say this. I'll give it a nice little solid blaze on right there. Little bit of a weak blaze on, but more a tiring blaze on. So, all right. Peace, guys. Enjoy.